Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ATR's War Bedlam Media's premier wrestling podcast covering AEW to WWE. I'm Sam the SLB, future governor of NXT, and the co-host of ATR's War and ATR Rising Sun. And alongside me today is the man behind Rex Wrestling's Nostradamus, Scott.
We are on episode 199. We'll have plenty to talk about tonight and what's going to be happening for the future of ATR.
As well as the third man, the man in black, the main recipient and beneficiary of the Clone Ethan 2026 campaign, my only co-host from ATR Rising Sun, current Bedlam Media champion, Ethan.
Hi, I'm back. Hi, guys.
Guess who's back?
Guess who's back?
And then rounding up the cast, joining us once again, the fastest comatose patient alive, the man with all the stats, John the Stat Man.
I may blow a gasket today and go into a coma, folks. We'll get to it. But we have a lot to cover.
What a segue.
All right, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and we have a Discord. Want to let you guys know, next week, we got 2 live shows coming up. So next week is our 200th episode. We'll be live streaming that. Join us 7 p.m. Eastern. The following week, the biggest week of the year, WrestleMania week. We will be doing our pick shows live, I think for the first time. I don't think we've actually done them live before.
Not for WrestleMania, no.
Not for Mania. So, first time, 7 p.m. Eastern as well. Join us. It'll be a lot of fun. Let's go through quickly the updated card. We got 12 matches. Punk and Roman for the World Heavyweight title. Stephanie Valkyrie, and I must have read that as McMahon. Liv Morgan for the Women's World title. Cody and Randy for the Undisputed WWE title. Jade and Rhea for the Women's Championship. Oba and Brock Lesnar. Probably a retirement match at this point. No, wait, that's Gunther. Ignore me. AJ Lee taking on Becky Lynch for the Intercontinental title. Sami Zayn and Trick Williams for the U.S. title. Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre unsanctioned. Balor, Mysterio, Dominic. Then a 5-way Penta, Javon Evans, Dragon Lee, JD McDonough, and Rusev in a ladder match for the Intercontinental title. Women's tag title. There's a lot here. I'm not going to read that. And then Seth Rollins and Gunther in a singles match. So, Mania's coming up. Anything we want to address about that? We're going to go into Hall of Fame stuff in a minute, but
it's starting to take shape, and I'm actually jazzed about this card. This looks promising. So yeah, I think for me, the stealer of the night might be Oba and Brock, just because how they've been building everything with it so far. It's gonna be good. I'm really excited for that one.
There's 6 pre-Ethan picks I'm excited for.
I love it.
Dark Horse sleeper matches, the Intercontinental match. Corey Graves said there might be more because he's defending against Penta's defending against Vikingo on April 11th.
Yep, that's true.
So if Vikingo wins, that's a pre-Ethan pick, by the way. Oba Brock, I'm actually really excited for. Hot take. I'm kind of giving my spoiler, but fuck it. Oba beats him in 5 minutes or less.
Okay.
I'm really excited about Oba Femi and Brock Lesnar. I hope that's like on the level of Samoa Joe and Brock Lesnar at like Great Balls of Fire.
Yes, I agree with that.
So it was so entertaining.
I'm still mad that Joe didn't win that match. He should have.
Yeah.
It's just it's one of those things that just
I wish they put Joe over too. I agree.
now hopefully Oba go, because I will never forget it. It was 40. It actually was standing delivered before 40. Scott goes, watch Oba and watch how the crowd is. This guy has something going. And that was, in an arena, and then I watched NXT, and just the crowd was on fire. And watching him come out, like I said, he has it. He's going to main event a Mania at least once.
Yeah.
I think he should make multiple, but that's neither here nor there.
Do you hear the ovation he gets every time he comes out?
It's wonderful. It makes me so happy to hear it.
He threw a security guard.
The destruction that both him and Brock are doing just to like try to, I don't know, one up one another. It's my favorite. I'm kind of on the same boat as you, Ethan. I kind of expect it to be a squash, but I kind of hope it's not. I'd like to see 10-15 minutes of these two just beating the shit out of one another.
2 bulls going at it?
Probably not, but still, it's the Big E special right here. That's really what it is.
Yeah.
Two bolt meaty men slapping meat.
That's right.
Me.
That's Big E's main event.
That's right.
But the Intercontinental match that I'm excited for. The US title match, that one. And Carmelo Hayes, by the way.
My man Carmelo getting absolutely screwed on SmackDown last week, man. That hurts me so bad. I mean, I'm all for Sammy. I kind of feel like he's been kind of like drifting in the wind for a while, and then all of a sudden he gets the win over Carmelo. I really feel like, yeah, there should be a triple threat, and obviously we still got a couple weeks left, so there's a chance. But I feel like if you get Carmelo and Trick in a match together, it's already going to be fire. And then you add Sammy as well. So I don't know. Sammy may still retain his title, but at least if you add Carmelo, because he's done the work. I think he had like 9 defenses in like 89 days. I think he was champion. It was just like, that's like, put in the work. He put himself over, and the crowd loved him. And I feel like he deserves his WrestleMania moment.
Well, he also got screwed by Trick, so.
Well, yes, which is why another reason why I feel like it's perfect for him to be added into this. But again, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Do you want to hear the rumor match for Mania?
I like rumors.
So apparently it's going to be Usos and LA Knight against Division and ISO Speed.
I did see a video today of
that is my reaction. The way
Drake. I was like, wait a minute, of LA Knight showing up at ISO Speed's house and literally throwing him through his own computer equipment, which I thought was quite hilarious as someone who works in IT. But yeah, I'm okay with that. ISO Speed is, yeah, he's the celebrity figure, but he's been doing stuff with WWE, so, and he's friends with Logan Paul, so I guess it makes sense. So kind of there's a way to fit it in there, and plus he's cursed by Danhausen, so clearly it's not going to go well for him.
I curse you. You are cursed.
We better get if we don't have Danhausen showing up at Mania.
Oh my God.
Oh, he'll be there. Yeah.
He'll be there.
Yeah.
I hope so. He needs to come out, have a moment with somebody, curse them. Oh, maybe Dominic. Maybe he curses Dominic while he's
Again.
taking on Finn.
Oh, but maybe 2 curses will cancel it. That'd be bad because then he'd end up beating Finn. We can't have that.
Interesting. All right. Anyways, speaking about moments, we have, I'm going to say this is probably the end of the class because we're not adding anyone else. We have our immortal moment. It's only the second time that we're getting one of these. Last year, it was Bret and Stone Cold, WrestleMania 13. Everyone knows that photo. The only thing that's probably memorable from that Mania.
Yes.
This one arguably being probably the most memorable moment in any WrestleMania. Andre the Giant in Hulk Hogan, when Hogan turned, Andre over. There's a lot of moments out there, but when Mania comes up, that Mania 3 moment is the one that just seems to be the one that everybody goes to.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm surprised this wasn't first.
I said the same thing.
He did. Sam did mention that in the short that he made about it, and he made a very good point too, because we don't know, there was a lot of stuff going on with Hogan at the time, and there was some, obviously, the controversial comments he made years ago, but even still, like, last time he was on WWE television, they booed him out of the building, so it made sense for them to move on to something else. But now that he's gone, people seem to be a little less vocal about their dislike for him. So now is the time to drop it in.
Yes. Because regardless, folks, if Hogan didn't happen, we'd all be watching different wrestling promotions or WCW 2000 in the year 2026.
Or there not being any wrestling either. They may not have ever gotten as hot.
Yeah, that's even a good argument, you'd be talking about, WWF up there. I went to, the auditorium and they were wrestling. And I'm like, I went to go see Florida Championship down here. We'd be doing some niche podcasts about wrestling. Everyone's like, I don't know what you're even talking about. But maybe this is a question for next week during a live show. What other immortal moments would you add to this list? Let's add that.
I like that.
I already got a few in my head.
I figured you do.
I
Were
sent
you
them
the
a
one-
couple of what?
Sorry, were you the? No, you weren't. And I know you would. Ethan, you are very well versed. I actually had posted the video about this, and I got the one guy to go, well, technically, this isn't the first time it happened. I'm like, yes, we know. We're talking about mania moments.
Yep.
Somebody go, who, Ethan, you probably know.
And that guy is cursed.
No. I mean, it was
hold on.
it was a valid statement. Because,
Yeah, no, I was joking. No, it was valid
But
though.
it was funny though, because when I saw the video when Sam first posted it, I'm like, somebody's gonna have something to say about Andre, because Andre's been slammed before Hogan did it.
It wasn't me, I promise.
Hogan wasn't the first body slam Andre. It should be Strong Kobayashi who gets the Hall of Fame recognition. That's not what we're talking about. This isn't about the moment is a WrestleMania moment.
Right.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
So, regardless, Hall of Fame will be a lot of fun this year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not staying till 4 a.m. for that show, so
Yeah, they gotta find a different time to have that air, because, brother, that's you can't start that at like 11 p.m. Eastern. Just no, and they talk forever, so it's like no.
SmackDown ends here at midnight my time.
Yeah.
And then I gotta go listen to Hall of Fame speeches for 3 hours. That don't work for me, brother.
Nope. Watch it on YouTube Saturday morning, because now NXT Stand and Deliver is actually this weekend. So if you haven't already, tomorrow morning, Saturday, we will have our pick show dropping. Our mid card title, the governorship of NXT, is on the line. It's between Sam and I, and yeah, our picks are all over the place. So this is going to be a lot of fun to see who gets our first mid card title on Bedlam Championship Wrestling picks.
If Sam loses, he's gonna create the tag title, and he's
Oh my
gonna
God.
toss in.
Generational heel turn.
Card. Sorry, John, you were gonna say something.
What?
You were gonna say something in the midst of all that. I heard you say.
No, I didn't say anything.
No, okay.
No,
It sounded like you were about to say something like
no.
a minute or two ago. So I just want to make sure if you had a thought, you'd get that in.
No.
John's like, what?
What? Before wait, hold on a second. Before we move on, for the Hall of Fame, I can see Cena inducting Styles or Balor,
Balor would be good too.
but I think it's gonna be Cena.
Yeah. But
And then
speaking of
Austin-
Cena,
Oh yeah, he is the host of WrestleMania. It took 4 months of his retirement.
I mean, he's still signed with the company for
I
like
know.
5 years. So he's going to be like their ambassador. So he never left. He's just not wrestling anymore. And of course, the internet's like, well, I didn't take too. I'm like, you know what? Like, come on, guys.
Shut the fuck up.
Pay attention.
Listen, I'm going to say this right now. Tom Brady had TV deals lined up for commentary as soon before he was even like retired.
Yep.
John Cena, I think we all knew because he's young.
He's still young.
He's younger than 50. He's very charismatic and he's a good marketer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I knew it was going to, we were going to see his face. Yes, he's not going to do something in the ring, but have him come out, maybe be on commentary, shoot a promo on somebody. Cool. Great.
Yep.
Where's Cena?
Cena
haven't
on commentary would be very interesting.
I haven't thought about that, but you know what? I'm gonna save it for next week.
Ooh.
All right. So I definitely want to hop back to something else as we're kind of wrapping up the WrestleMania stuff. We had a conversation about the Cody Rhodes bus tour
Oh God.
week ago, 2 weeks ago. I'm drawing a blank now.
Yep.
Cody actually addressed it. And this is coming from Wrestle Inc. If anyone has a different article, let me know. Cody Rhodes is humbled that anyone would consider paying the $9,950 for a glimpse at his tour bus during WWE WrestleMania 42 weekend. Oh, it's his tour bus.
Yes.
And he acknowledged that the figure is extreme. I've got a good plan for them this year because, like you said, that's an absurd amount of money. You said this on Busted Open Radio, and gosh, thanks for the fact that people are here paying that. That makes me feel incredible. So I definitely feel like they got a unique and cool experience in something intimate for us. So it at least sounds like Cody wants to deliver on this.
Which is great to hear. I mean, I'm not surprised that he would say that because he is a man of the people. So he will do that, but still, like, spending almost 10 grand on a bus tour. Like, you better be coming out with bags of swag, maybe some Wheatley's vodka, like, I don't know, like something. Maybe a spot on his podcast, for God's sakes. I don't know. My God, that's so much money.
I better get to sit ringside and hang out with Cody the whole time.
You can do that for Clash in Italy, and you can also learn how to make some pasta with your with a wrestler. So yeah,
and wine. You get to have wine too.
That's true. Well, I mean, it's Italy, so obviously, yeah, there's going to be some wine involved. But pairing it back, there's ridiculous amounts of prices for these things that are coming up, and it's just, God bless those ones who can afford it and they want to have fun. That's great, but just, my goodness, it's just so much money.
Way too much money. We really we really went into it last week. And it's just like, I can't believe people can afford it with the gas prices and everything these days.
God.
Jesus.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens, especially next year's is gonna be interesting.
That's a good segue. The WrestleMania location.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah, wasn't there a conversation that they might be pulling out of that due to the current conflict?
I mean, they got a year, so who knows if they'll be done over there by then. But yeah, I mean,
yeah,
there's New Orleans just kind of saying, hey, we're here. You screwed us once. How about you fix the problem?
But
if not, maybe they'll charge people $20,000. You can go steal a barrel of oil with Tony D'Angelo off of the port and have it shipped home.
maybe they'll put it in Cleveland like they did in 1993.
All right, let's go right to that.
Or 1992, I should say. Yeah.
That's on your mind. Let's get right into that.
Oh, it is. It has been on my mind since I read it. So yeah, for those that don't know, we had Uncle Dave the other day said on the Wrestling Observer news, whatever, radio, whatever the fuck it's called. According to Dave Meltzer, at a WrestleMania in Cleveland, WWE gave away 25,000 free tickets to fill out the stadium. Except there's one problem with that. There has never been a WrestleMania in Cleveland or in Ohio, period. So naturally, people called him out on it. And you'll see it all over his Twitter. He was responding back to people saying Indianapolis 1992. So he was referring to WrestleMania 3. WrestleMania 8 in Indianapolis. And instead of this man saying he was wrong, instead of a retraction and saying, yes, I apologize, I am wrong, he makes other people that are calling him out, he makes them feel like they're wrong. Like, how dare you call me out for I hate this man so much. I hate him.
Yeah, there's stuff like that. I think that's inexcusable. I mean, if Ethan's good at, having all that knowledge. So when I say something, and he's like, actually, it says, oh yeah, my bad.
That's
cool.
all you have to do.
My bad. Got
That's
it wrong.
My mistake. Sorry. Like,
which, to kind of go off of what you're saying, John, I think most of us, at least I know I can, WrestleMania has always made sure that the location is special, even if it's not. So I could probably tell you where most of those manias have happened off the top of my head. And I could have told you there's never been one in Cleveland without looking. So I feel like that almost cannot... sure, you don't know where In Your House back in 97 happened. Whatever. but you are a very prolific wrestling journalist, and you can't name where all the WrestleManias are.
That's what I'm saying. The old age is catching up to him, or all the hair dye he's using. I don't know. Like, my God, and it came a point where he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to block people because they just don't get it that I meant Indianapolis." Let me tell you something. It would be a absolute fucking pleasure to be blocked by this man on X one day.
That is John's New Year's wish, by the way.
That is my goal. I hope that happens one day. I hope I say something that ruffles his feathers so bad that he just makes no choice but to do so. I don't need to see his ex. Like, he says something stupid every week. I'll just see it that way.
Yeah, it's true because everybody takes it and makes it their own tweet. So you'll see it regardless. You just won't hear him say it. Actually,
he's the same dude who saw a WrestleFotes tweet and thought Backlash was in the fucking Tokyo Dome.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Oh my God, I completely forgot about that.
And I said just 3 weeks ago, and me and John went on for like 20 minutes about this fucker. Anyway, about he had a top story in Dragon Gate for a year, and turns out it was bullshit. How the fuck do you get that away for a year, Dave? You've been in this business for 40 years.
You practically live in Japan.
Block me, you fucking Mark. Do it.
I love how both of their hatred for Dave Meltzer equals our hatred, Sam, for what's his face? I don't even want to say his name because it aggravates me. Freaking Mr. Bro himself.
Vince Russo. Yep. You talk about blocking. I'm just one of our greatest achievements. We should probably get a gold star and put it on the logo. Successfully blocked by Vince Russo.
You know what I'm shocked about? I'm surprised he didn't block us for that fucking thumbnail we made it 3 weeks ago.
That's
no,
true.
this was a long time ago.
No, about Dave Meltzer.
For Meltzer, yeah.
Oh, the Meltzer one. Oh,
Meltzer. Okay.
It's funny because that one was actually our biggest hit for views for quite some time too.
I think we could do a whole episode about fucking journalism. And
we go down that rabbit hole. This will not turn into a wrestling podcast. I promise you.
Actually, see me get angry, probably, which doesn't happen very often.
You wanna see Sam in his pure form? But we won't go neither there nor here, or here nor there. Before we continue, Ethan, let's go through your weekly picks, because I know we got some other topics we want to cover.
Okay.
Yes, and I apologize for not getting a chance to say his stuff last week when he wasn't here. Ethan texted me like 20 minutes after we started, and I was not looking at my phone, so I completely missed it.
What? I talk for a second. I'll be right back at the merch. Give me 1 sec, guys.
All right. Well, we'll talk for a
second.
second.
Move on. I'll do that in a sec. Give me 1 sec.
Yeah. All right. Well, while we do that, we will do our first intermission promo where John and we're doing album reviews. We haven't even said this, but I think it's something we should mention again. John and I had a channel forever ago called The Review Realm where we reviewed albums, and we are back. John, we hit a big milestone this week.
We did?
We did. Yeah, did we hit 150 on YouTube?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we did. We did. We hit 150 subscribers on there. The subscriber count is slowly going up. Yes, that's right. Sorry.
John's still frazzled by Dave Meltzer, so it's understandable, I guess.
Yeah. We did. Yeah. It's slowly growing, folks.
So if you guys don't already do so, make sure you follow us over there. We're going to continue doing album reviews. We also do single reviews. One of my favorite bands, Periphery, just released their first single in... Oh, when the hell did the 5th album come out? A long time ago.
Yeah.
So I reviewed that single. I know John's going to review that single. Check that out. Also, as we mentioned, we're over 300 subscribers on YouTube, guys. Thank you very much. Let's get us to 4. Let's do 5 by the end of the
year. I know we're on the air, but I got to step out for like 10 minutes. Are you guys still going to be on the air?
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Okay,
If not,
just give me 10. I just got a quick emergency I got to run to, but I'll be
all
back.
right.
That's fine.
But and also I got an announcement at the end of the show, so don't let me forget. So I'll be back. I'll be quick as I can.
See, this is what happens when you have live assignments on the show. See,
Man, I can't believe we're just a busy crew. So I guess we can go into. Oh man, I want to ask him about that.
we could do the
you know what?
2K news.
Huh?
The 2K news.
Oh, that was the one I thought he wanted to talk about.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. All right.
So, anyways, let's talk about this one. He can come back and give his thoughts on this afterwards. Dynamite this week. Shocker. I was shocked. Because I think everybody was convinced that somebody was going back to the E so he could do his Hall of Fame run.
Yep.
That is not the case. Chris Jericho returned to AEW. Music played. Crowd went nuts. He only said, "I'm home." Music went back and he left. John, I'm going to let you start because I definitely know you have some things you want to say about this.
Yeah, I remember I just opened my phone. I was out last night, opened my phone. I said, what? I said, for months and months, at the Rumble, we were all, well, maybe not all of us, but I was convinced. I said, yeah, he's coming back for sure. And then number 30 hit, and I was just waiting for him, and then no, and then it was Gunther. And I was, okay, that's a little weird. And then all these Raws, all these SmackDowns going by is nothing. And he was well done with whatever Fozzy was doing. And I think we said this months back. Oh, imagine if he went back to AEW. Yeah, he did. And all that talk and everything for this, just for him to go back. Like, that's a bummer. I would have loved to see, but he probably wants to do. He probably thinks he has more left in the tank, and if he went back to WWE, maybe they wouldn't let him have the opportunity to do that. So he's like, okay, I'll just go back.
I think, yes. Essentially, I feel like when Chris goes back, because he will at some point for his Hall of Fame piece, I have a feeling that's them going to be saying, all right, this is your last run.
Yeah.
Hall of Fame, and you can't wrestle here anymore. And, do I blame them? No, he is older. You can't be wrestling like you're Ric Flair into your 80s. But also, I think that'd be a good way to sandwich it because I don't know about you guys. I wouldn't want to see him go there, retire, then come back to AEW and just continue wrestling. For me, it'd be like, you're pushing like Ric Flair retiring in WWE, then going to TNA vibes.
It's the same thing with Mick Foley.
Yes.
Yeah.
He does like to keep people on edge, though, because I remember people were arguing. Well, when I put that video, everyone knows he's going to WWE. Why are you even having this conversation? You're an idiot. Blah, 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 blah.
It's
and
true.
I'm like, who's the fucking idiot now? Maybe we'll go back to those people like, who's the idiot now?
Called it. But yeah, it's just. I feel like you both of you guys are right. It's just like I feel like he's got to have more in the tank that he feels like he can do more. It'd be interesting to see what happens with Big Bill and oh my god, I'm drawing such blanks tonight. This is horrible.
Brian
Keith.
Yes. Because they were under the learning tree. He also went back to Judas, I noticed too, instead of his previous song before he left. So obviously he's probably just by himself. I'm sure they'll have some awkward moment backstage where they run into Jericho and they just move on from him, which is fine. And I guess that's some part of closure. But I don't know. I'm still watching shows in October of last year, so I'm so far behind. So I'm just thankful for the internet, because otherwise I would have no idea what's going on in AEW right now.
So it's funny. You probably figured it out, Scott. But like I was watching Dynamite last night, and early on in the show, I texted you, well, I got my short for tomorrow.
Yep.
Exactly what I was talking about. I was just like, all right, well, That's given.
Yep.
This is happening. But I kind of want to see more of this because he kept everybody on edge and even way past. I think I hadn't even thought about it. He could have just signed with WWE and gone to Mania, and we would have never even thought twice. Like he was gone.
Well,
Which is-
most of the time wrestling fans don't forget either. So I know it was in Winnipeg too, so he was relatively cheered for, and it's a big return and all that, but you got to hope the last time he was there, that wasn't bad guy heat. That was go away heat.
He had Cody Rhodes heat
Yeah.
in AEW. Like
Yeah, so-
before Cody left, like the crowd completely turned on him, and it was just like it wasn't
So,
good. But
he
yeah,
got-
hopefully he's been gone. It's been what, a year roughly, if not a
Yeah.
little over.
And
So
he doesn't like to bring old stuff back either. So like I don't
True.
think the learning tree is not coming back.
No,
And if that were to come back, that's just suicide right there. People will get sick of it so fast, and he'll be right back to where he was before.
right.
So it got to be something. I don't know what he's gonna come up with. We'll see. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it plays. Let's see how it plays out for him.
I would make an argument, and I'm going to have some people argue with me. Most of Chris Jericho's career in AEW has always been faction focused. Always been faction focused. So we had the Inner Circle. We had, what was the next one after that?
Paragon? No, not Paragon. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, no, he did have something after that. I don't remember.
Yeah, that was it was like he kept like two people from Inner Circle, and
Hold on.
then I gotta look it up.
Because that was the
Jericho
one that,
Appreciation Society.
Yes, JAS.
Yeah.
yes, and then there was, what was the other one that MJF was a part of for like a hot minute, and then they turned on the JAS.
Wasn't it JAS?
No, because
you're
FTR
talking
was
about
also in it.
Wasn't Paragon the one where it was like FTR and they were supposed to
Well,
be
like
like
Paragon is Adam Cole, Roderick Strong, and Kyle O'Reilly.
Oh, okay. You're talking about the one with FTR and
Yeah, and MJF, and like there was some other people that were in there too, but then they ended up turning on Jericho.
hold on. Oh, he was in the Inner Circle for a little bit.
Mhm.
MJF.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's when they did their duet.
The
their
Pinnacle.
singing duet. The Pinnacle. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Pinnacle. Thank you.
Yep. Wardlow, Sean Spears, Dax and Cash, and Tully as the manager.
Yep.
It's a little over a year. Wow. Sorry. What I was gonna say, for me, I feel like Jericho needs to do a solo run now. Yes, he's been doing, and I kind of get it. You want to help the new guys.
Mm-hmm.
But let's be honest. What new guys have taken off under his three factions?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, because FTR was already established. MJF had a rocket strapped to his back anyways, so he didn't really get the Jericho rub.
Well,
Yeah.
No.
let's look at Inner Circle. All right. Jake Hager, Santana Ortiz, Sammy Guevara, MJF, Wardlow.
The only one that's still left is what, Sammy? Is Wardlow
But-
even with AEW anymore?
He is. He's
Okay.
with Ring of Honor. I think he was the tag team there, and then he wrestles for CMLL.
Okay.
The thing is, the whole sexual conduct scandal
With
knocked
Sammy,
him
yeah.
down because there was a time frame where I think most of us would have argued Sammy was the one that's going to shoot to the top behind
Yes.
MJF.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, now Sammy is in what? No man's land.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, it's still MJF. I would say
Yeah.
Darby, then Jack Perry,
Mm.
and then Sammy's like, here's his Jack, and here's him. And then from Jack, Darby, and then MJF. These two are like neck and neck. Darby kind of shocked me. I didn't think Darby was going to be around that long.
I mean, some of the stuff that he's done, like,
Yep.
dear Lord, like, how are you walking? Like,
Oh, geez, and climbing Mount Everest, like
right?
you could have died.
So
Like,
let's.
well, yeah.
So then we go to this one, JAS.
Oh yeah,
Daniel
like
Garcia,
he's
which is probably the only
dancing.
one.
Yeah, and he's stuck with the Death Riders.
Yep.
Yes.
Jake Hager's gone, and
Yep.
he's made it known that he hates Tony Khan.
2.0, Angelo and Matt. Matt does commentary, I think,
Yeah.
from time to time.
And
Yep.
Angelo knocked up Ruby. So,
Ruby Soho, yeah.
yeah.
Ty got knocked up by Sammy.
Yep.
True.
She has her and Anna that kind of like on and off. I have not watched Collision in a while. Collision's actually on tonight as of we're recording. They're doing a special Thursday episode.
Oh, that's good to know. Not recording.
And then again, like the inner circle was Big Bill and then Brian Keith. And there's a lot of this talent I was hoping they were going to take off, but
Yeah.
they didn't.
No.
So I think Jericho needs some alone time.
Yeah. Well, the factions with him and AEW have kind of been a kiss of death almost.
Which sucks because I was like the inner circle. The name is stupid, but maybe something will come of this.
Yeah. And it was like on the first episode of Dynamite too. So it was a big splash at the end of the show. And it's like, all right, here we go. We got something cooking. But yeah, it's just, I wouldn't say they've been like miss after miss. Like they've had some good momentum for certain amounts of time, but then yeah, they fall apart. We transition into different groups and stuff like that. Yeah. Part of me wonders though, like, can Jericho still go at top notch by himself? He is older, and he's definitely slowed a few steps since, his 90s and 2000s era. So, I worry about him being a shell of his former self. This is why, as much as it pains me to see AJ Styles walk away from wrestling, AJ could still go at top notch when he left. And I feel like this may or may not be a big mistake for Jericho to stay in AEW. Not saying that because I primarily watch WWE. It's just, I don't want to see Jericho's status as an elite wrestler fall apart in the last, in the next couple of years, because, it's just my thoughts. I'm sure people will get all pissy about it, but
I think the three of us here are in agreement there. I think his time is very close. He's a year younger than Dustin Rhodes. And I'll tell you right now, I still think Dustin, even though he's on Ring of Honor a lot, he can go better than some of the young guys. Don't know how he does it.
And he just got 2 knee replacements. Yeah. So he may have just given himself 5 more years to play.
But I know he knows. But he's also teaching a lot. I don't know. Jericho does a lot of other things. So I think I have a lot of respect for Dustin in that regard. It's like, all right, you can go. And maybe that's some of his students too. Let's work in the ring together. Let's go bring this onto television.
Yep.
So I don't know. I guess we're going to have to see what happens there. Where did my other articles go? I had everything open right now. Jericho, Maxwell, Jacob Friedman, Wardlow. Wardlow's another one still signed, but hasn't done anything.
Yep.
Nothing on that.
When we went to that Double or Nothing, Sam, like Wardlow, when MJF put him over, it was like, this man is heavyweight champion within the next 2 months. Like the Rocket is there, he is off and running. And then I think he got hurt. And then after that, it's just been, he's a fart in the wind. Just gone.
It is weird. That year going into, especially the Brawl Out, really was like a shift.
It was an unfortunate tipping point.
Yes.
Because John and I were in the same room when CM Punk came back. And
oh yeah. Yep.
There was something. This is going to be a hot take. All right. because I wasn't around for the Attitude Era and still kind of young for the Ruthless Aggression Era. That period from 2019 till the Brawl Out arguably might have been the most exciting time that I experienced in wrestling watching live.
Yeah.
I agree, definitely.
And that's not including the fact that you and I were talking about NXT in between all that. So NXT's
Right.
going on, that's going on. But John and I, we would just like, hey, Wednesday. Sometimes he'd come over, just like, what are you doing? Dynamite.
Yeah, no, we did the we did the live watch-alongs.
Yep, we did that for a while too.
With
That's right.
Dynamite for a little bit. I don't know if that was post. I think that was post.
Yeah, it was
I don't know if
post that. I think that was was it a Collision that he came back on? Was it?
No, it was Rampage.
It was
Rampage,
Rampage. That's right. It was
Yeah.
Rampage. Yep.
I forgot about that show already.
Yep.
I know. God.
How the mighty have fallen. But
Yep.
I guess we'll see what happens. So while we wait for Ethan to come back, I guess we can get right into the 2K26 update, Scott.
Okay. So there's there was a lot of controversy about the newest WWE game that came out. With 2K26, they changed how their DLCs were run. So no longer would you have, to buy like the ringside pass or their DLC pass back then, and you'd get, all the 4 or 5 DLC packs that would come out periodically, mostly every month, and you'd get your 5 wrestlers or whatever, and you'd get it and run. This year they've changed it where they end up putting out 40 tiers worth of stuff. There's also 4 versions of the game which give you different options within the season pass, which is now what they've called the DLC stuff. And depending on which version of the game you bought, you'd have guaranteed access to the premium tier of the battle pass as you would go. You'd have to play different types of matches that give you a certain amount of XP. You got some for winning, some for losing. And so you effectively made you play the game to earn the stuff. The problem with the free tier that came out was all like your legends and stuff like that. So it kind of made you continue to play a game that you already paid a lot of money for. So it's like, that's all good and fine, but I feel like they could have given you more things instead of just the stuff that you should have already gotten for free. But so there was lots of backlash. People were pissed. And especially the people who ended up buying like the Monday Night Wars edition, which was the largest one, gives you access to all six of the tiers that came out, that are coming out over the next months. I think until December. I think there's a new one that's going to be coming out. The next one is actually coming out on the 15th of this month, right before Mania. But what 2K did to kind of pull us back forward, 2K realized that they screwed up. They realized that they were getting a lot of backlash from a lot of people. So they actually changed how a lot of things are going to be going forward. They actually ended up giving people 20 free tiers, so you get enough of your RXP to move you ahead 20 levels. So for me, I was at, I think, level 22 or 23 when this news had came out. So I got the rest of the thing for free, which was great because I got to unlock a whole lot of other people, a whole lot of other currency to buy different things. But the sad thing is I really kind of dove into the game this year. Like, they've improved a lot of stuff. The island that came out last year was significantly better, and it was a lot of fun to play. The different things within my faction, I was like, I hated this thing when it came out, but now I'm just like, this is a lot of fun. This is great. I was still just grinding through because I wanted to get all the people before I start doing stuff in universe mode. There's still the showcase mode that I haven't done yet. I haven't done my rise yet. But with all these things, it gives you more RXP, which is how you can move up in your tiers. So now that that's done, I feel like at this point, I can play the game, but I feel like now I'm not moving up towards anything. What they're also doing, since the second pack is coming out on the 15th, they've said that as long as you have bought the game, have connected to it, using through your 2K account, they're going to give you the first 20 tiers of season 2 for free. So now you only have to worry about grinding out 20 levels. Another good thing they ended up doing is they shrunk the amount of XP that you need to move up in tiers. Because before it used to be 800 per tier. That's you get roughly 135 for victory and 30 for a loss. So you're playing, at least 6-7 matches, win or loss, to try to get yourself into the next tier. Now it's getting cut down to 635. So that's like 5 matches. So things will move a little bit faster, which is great because you'll be able to unlock stuff. And we're going to be playing this until December. I don't know if they're going to continue. They've also said that the RXP will not go back up. It's going to stay at least at 635. So maybe there's a chance it continues to drop lower. I don't know. This is a big win for a lot of people. A lot of people are real happy about it. I'm happy about it because I want to get the most out of this. But it also makes me realize, hey, I actually want to play this game because there's a lot of things that are locked back and all this stuff. You have you have 4 like major unlocks as your tier moves along with unknown legends and other stuff. So the game said that they're going to have over 400 playable wrestlers when it's all said and done. So you got a lot to unlock. But these recent changes have been, I think, really good. And the majority of the internet's pretty happy about it. And welcome back, Ethan.
Thank you. Sorry, that wasn't supposed to. I'll tell you after. Anyway, 2K26, yeah. What else were you guys talking about? I was gone because I heard bits and pieces, and then I was like, oh shit. But 2K26, I mean, I like how when you're like the scrapyard and when you're fighting, you both fall. It's like the
ragdoll physics is.
Thank you. Yeah,
that's a lot of fun to play with as well. They've done a lot of good things with this year. The ringside pass was like the one big blunder that they made because it felt like you would have to spend extra money. You could also spend actual money and to move up the tiers. So people did the math out, and I think you'd be spending close to like $700 to unlock every tier if you didn't want to grind through the game. And Jesus. It was just like, I'm sorry, why would I pay nearly $700 for a game when I'm already paying like $160 for the full thing? So it's like they needed to make a change, and I'm thankful that they did. So I'm ready for the 15th and the second season drops, and we'll see what's available.
This guy's like, I'm fucking ready.
I know I am. I'm really excited. At this point, I'm kind of like just logging in every day to get the rewards, to get ready to go, because I don't want to play anything, because I don't want to get just RXP for nothing, because it doesn't move on to the next one. Once you hit your cap, you're just playing the game for the sake of playing the game. So I'm just gonna wait until the 15th. I have other games to play, so I'm fine with that.
Like MLB The Show.
Exactly. And World of Warcraft that I've been playing for 14 years because, I'm insane. Whatever.
Scott's like, I'll be fine.
I'm fine.
Just enters the meme with a dog singing a fiery house. I'm fine.
Fine, it's fine.
This is fine. This is fine, yeah.
What am I dishing out money for right now? This is gonna fall back into what you said. They have the Game of the Year edition of Fallout 4 coming out for the Switch 2, and everyone's like, "Oh, just get it for the 5 of the Xbox One." I go, "Nah, I want it for my Switch 2."
I was close. I said Nintendo Switch, and it says like for my Switch 2. I'm like, I was close. I'm taking that.
So overall, gameplay's good. Enjoying it.
Yes,
worth it.
Yes, I honestly truly believe, like, even if you get like the base edition, every one of the seasons is available for like $10. So if you don't like what's the DLC is for that season, skip it. You like season 3, pick it up, $10. So it's good. Actually, if you end up buying them individually, I think it's actually pretty much the same price as getting the big one. So
okay.
You're not really losing any money, but you're also not saving any money. So it's up to you. Yep. Depends on what you want to do.
That's not bad though, really. $10.
Yeah, no, I mean for 40 tiers worth of stuff, and like I like the fact that they give you a lot of like the currency, both the virtual currency and the other type of currency that's in the game. That way you can buy different packs and you can get the persona cards, which then you can use those cards in any mode. So yeah, there's lots of good little tidbits, and it actually helps me. It helps fine tune how I play the game. Of course, once I go into universe, it's all computer versus computer, so I'm just watching and commentating on it. But still, it's fun. I'm enjoying myself.
For the $1 million question, did you play the gauntlet or did you do the showcase?
I actually haven't touched the showcase yet. So I've been personally playing my faction, which I hated when that first came out. I thought it was the dumbest thing in the world. There's no reason for this. Just focus on the stuff that's internal. But now I think it's one of the best modes they have right now.
I remember we talked about that. You're like, I fucking hate this thing, just bullshit. I was like,
yeah,
uh-oh.
I thought it was dumb at first, but I'm glad that it's gotten better.
Awesome, solid. Well, we're gonna round out if we have nothing else. I want to talk about Ethan and I have been covering Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling out of Canada. Big news over on this. We're gonna do this when we go through the Ethan picks of the week, and then we're gonna wrap up the show unless anyone else had anything besides these two things.
I've also an announcement, but I'll do that in a minute.
We will wrap up with that then. So, Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling lands coast-to-coast television deal with TSN. It's coming off of CTV News. Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling has made a main event caliber announcement during this weekend stop at St. Clair College, revealing a new national televised deal with TSN. Huge. Long story short, I've been saying for a long time, Mexico has their brands. The States has, our brands. Canada being a stronghold in wrestling doesn't really have a brand. I know Ethan and I have talked about it. He's like, oh, you got these promotions. I go, yeah, but you don't have the brand. You don't have the Canadian brand. So, just for our understanding, because I'm not too familiar with Canadian television, TSN, big deal, big major cable channel.
TSN, Sportsnet is the top two because TSN, that's where AEW's there in Canada. So for me, I get it on TSN. Sportsnet's pretty big too. It depends which. Well, Sportsnet, you get like TSN 1, 2, ESPN's like 1, 2, 3. Those are the top two really big sports channels, and then so it's in a lot of homes. So it's Scott Dwyer getting that in fucking year 3. That's pretty damn impressive, honestly.
Yeah, that's a big win for them.
So the way they're doing the TV's debuted in July, so they're doing 2 TVs in June. I forget the date. I think 12 and 13th or something like that. It's back-to-back days. I can't remember when. And then they're doing a show in August. No, some more tapings in August. So, and then they're having a multi-first show part of WrestleMania week. So,
nice.
Yay. So, yeah. So I'm pretty excited about that. And Maple Leaf Pro, if you haven't watched it, it's really good.
I've seen a couple of shows. I really enjoyed it. So maybe Ethan, when we get the first show, I don't even know how we're going to watch it over here in the States. We should maybe do like a watch along for that first episode.
There you go.
Yes. I know how you can watch it.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if like in the States, we're going to get it like it's just going to end up on Access TV or something like that. Or if they're gonna
just ask John. He'll tell you.
VPN, yeah.
NordVPN.
See? That's how most America. It's funny. So I know you guys get USA Network. Well, so do we up in Canada, which is it used to be Discovery Channel. That's why it's called USA Network now in Canada. Don't ask me why. So a lot of because in Netflix, like whoever has Netflix, you can watch WWE and stuff. Unless you got VPN. So that's why a lot of Americans like, I don't want to, especially in the afternoon shows. They're like, oh fuck it, I want to watch in the afternoon. Go to Canada, UK, and all that. So yeah, pretty good for Maple Leaf. 3 years. That's actually kind of crazy to think about, really. I mean, to be fair, AEW did it in the first year, so.
Well, I mean, look at the backing that they had. So, like,
but still, you know what I mean, though.
Yeah,
mm-hmm. That was big money.
I'm surprised they didn't announce a States one, honestly. To be fair, I could see Access actually when Sam said that.
it'll probably. I mean, like I said, there's Canadian television that comes over here all the time. Trailer Park Boys.
Yes.
Letterkenny, what's the other one? It's a cartoon my father saw like 15. Forget About It. It's like an
Forget
Italian-
about it.
Yeah, it's a like Italian mob family that moves to Canada, I think. That always ends up down in the States. So I would not be surprised if this ends up here at some point. We just got to figure out where. All right, Ethan, let's wrap it up with your picks of the week.
All right, and then I'll do my announcement thing because it's gonna. No, I'm not leaving, and no, I'm not picking Tao. So nice try, boys.
Both,
To be fair,
though.
to be fair, I did give a heads up, but let me do my picks first, and then I'll get to it. So for March 26th, from TNA, I have 2 matches: Moose versus Bear Bronson, and the System versus Leon Slayer and Mike Santana. 7 out of 10. And by the way, I want to give props to that referee from Sacrifice. Oh my god, I feel so bad forgetting her name. Abby Lane. Oh, what the fuck? If people see the video, you know who I'm talking about.
Yep.
But
Yep.
So basically, people didn't see it. So Santana and Steve were supposed to make a sacrifice for the world title. This was like the first minute in the match. He super kicked him a little too hard, but I'm not gonna kick him because that's not fair to Santana. He didn't know. And Steve, I guess he kind of seized up, like, like his muscles went like that. So
He was knocked out on his feet. Like I when I saw it, I was just like, oh no.
So Santana was trying to grab him for the next spot. The referee, she was like, nope, I didn't put the X. So props to her and she got what's John laughing at over there?
I sent them, so I'll share with you guys after. Just
Okay. All right. From Ring Art TV, at the end versus Mara Rowe for the women's title from Ring Art TV. March 27th, we have actually speaking of Maple Leaf Pro, I have 2 matches from that show. Dion Prazo versus Giselle Shaw for the women's pure title, and Ricochet versus Rich for both 7 out of 10. From SmackDown, Carmelo Hayes for same as for the US title, 7 out of 10. So actually, speaking of sacrifice, there's 2 matches here. Leon Slayer defends the X-Fish against Eric Young, that's a 7 out of 10. And Order 4 versus Trey McGowan, J.O. Stone, 7 out of 10. From Sacrifice. Going to March 28th, Tommaso Ciampa versus Ace Austin, 8 out of 10 from Collision. Go check that out. Ethan Beck. Aussie Open versus Durasco, 7 out of 10, also on Collision. And Okada defends the NRSO against Kevin Knight on also that was Collision as well. 7 out of 10 for that one. From AAA, Ray to Race Day 3. Lyrical Kid defends Chris Tubbs, Dragon Lee, Jack Carver, and TJP, 7 out of 10. Maple Leaf Pro, Uprising Show. That's where we found out about the TSN deal.
Mhm.
Just so Shaw defends the women's title against Dion Prazo, 7 out of 10. Tony Khan, push her, please. For the love of God.
Right.
Sorry, that's my only thing about that right now. From Monday, March 30th, Penta defends Jericho title against Kofi Kingston, 7 out of 10. From NXT, March 31st, Kendall Gray versus Low Voice and women's title no match, 6 out of 5 out of 10. I get why they did the finish, but I wasn't personally a big fan of it, to be honest.
Yeah, it was kind of weird, but yeah.
They should just, if you were going to do the triple threat, either announce the match to the fans or do I honestly rather JC Jane get involved kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'd rather that over that. I'm not a big fan of the double pin, double tap, the weird pin tap thing. I was not a big fan of that, honestly.
It was weird.
Especially Madison Square Garden or the theater Madison Square Garden, but
right. Yeah.
It's so fun, Matt. He was great up to that point, and it kind of took half a ring from me. And on Wednesday, April 1st, Will Ospreay first pack, 8 out of 10 from Dynamite, and MJF versus Mike Bailey, 7 out of 10 from Dynamite.
Nice.
So, and my announcement. So, I know Sam and John have a non-wrestling show, and Scott's got a non-wrestling show. So, I felt a little left out, not going to lie. So, I'm going to share my screen, guys.
Oh no, we're going to share screen.
Screen share.
Okay.
We're gonna get a screen share. Hold on.
You see me screen?
You see my screen? All right, honey. Let's make sure. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I just gotta make sure I get on the right window.
What you got on the other windows, Ethan?
Hockey stuff.
Okay. All right, fair enough.
There we go. No, I'm gonna make sure I get the right thing. Okay, tell me if can you guys see it? Oh, hang on.
Oh, add to the scene. Hold on. There it is.
Boom.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice. So
Boom.
just so we know, this is going to be a Boston Bruins dedicated hockey show, right?
I won't mention Bust, but yeah, so I might try to start during Stanley Cup. If not, it'll definitely be next season.
Yep.
So I figure. Go ahead, Scott.
Now, I was gonna say, so for those of you who are not watching video and listening on the audio, Ethan now has a new podcast called Walk with Ethan, Hockey Podcast.
Ta-da. And I want to thank Denise from BodySlam.net. She's designed the thing for me. So go check out her go work. If you want work from her, go check it out. So yeah,
Nice.
I figure you guys want. I mean, Sam and John, like I said, got their own non-wrestling show. Scott's got his own. So I was like, fuck it.
Yep.
But new era, boys, new era.
Oh God!
so I didn't. I said I gave him fans. I was getting an announcement. I didn't show this yet. This actually was finished Monday night. So I was waiting till I wanted to come on myself and say it. So
Nice.
all right, boys. So yeah, there we go. So
All
that
right.
might say that will start probably either Stanley Cup, if not definitely next season. So
Nice.
All right.
Well,
Well, we're going to wrap things up. We're a little over time. So, John, tell people where they can find you at.
At John the Statman over on X. Sam and I are also doing album reviews on the Review Realm each and every week. Album reviews, shorts, everything. Go check us out on there. You might like what you find.
Anything. Where can everyone find you at?
everywhere, just joking. You can follow me on Twitter as Ethan_Black15. That's gonna be my wrestling stuff. Ethan Black ATR, that's gonna be my hockey non-wrestling Twitter page, so go check those out as well. Bodysum.net, PeriodMania.com, Turnbuckle Times, of course ATR for the Japan stuff, and on here with the boys and Sam for Rising Sun.
Scott?
You can find me everywhere, Scotty J Stream. Looking to do some more wrestling pack openings. So we'll definitely be doing that during the live shows, and I plan on doing one for Mania itself. So we'll have some more details on that later.
And you can find me as the SOB Official. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. We also have our Discord. Guys, next week, 200th episode, live, 7 p.m. Eastern. Join us. That is not a Cultaholic reference. We are on all streaming platforms. Please make sure you can find us on there. Also, WrestleMania live next week. Next 2 weeks are live. We're going to cut it. Guys, thank you so much for listening. And as always, do not forget to join the Bedlam.
Thanks, guys.